Good afternoon, everyone. We are going to be looking at the journey of Jovi and Yara. The couple were married in the previous seasons and they were also included in the spin off of 90 Days Happily Ever After. But we are going to look at the last season and this season and see what happened. We are going to mainly focus on the relationship between Jovi Yara and the mother of Jovi, Gwen. We all remember that after they got married, Yara discovered that she was pregnant with a beautiful baby girl named Mila. The couple struggled during the first days of getting birth to the baby because it was, of course, their first time. And Yara was really controlling and freaking out. She didn't want Jovi to take care of the baby, and she thought that Jovi was going to maybe injure the child or do something that was not right. Gwen, the mother of Jovi, was very, very supportive during that period, and she is the person who also brought them from the hospital back home, and she was really assisting with the child. And we can see her visiting the couple with lots and lots of gifts. Gwen asked the couple how were they coping with the newborn baby. And of course, Yara informed the mother-in-law that she was not coping well, she was always tired, and she told Gwen that she wanted to also take the child out after 4 days uh, being born, and Gwen didn't like that. And she told the couple that, look, the child is too small, just 4 days, and you want to take the child out? And she said, no, that's a bad idea. But Yara told Gwen that, look, I did discuss it with my pediatrician, and he told me that I can take the child out if I'm comfortable to do that. But Gwen was not pleased about that idea. Yara didn't like the response of Gwen because she didn't like anybody to tell her what to do about her child. It was her own responsibility to decide what to do about her own child. She told Jovi that, look, I like your mother to help me, but I don't like your mother to tell me of what to do with my child. Of which I think that was really disrespectful. You have to understand that Jovi's mom has two boys. She knows how to raise a neonate or a young baby. So she was just giving advice based on her experience. Then Yara said to Jovi, I do appreciate your mom's opinion, but I will do whatever I want to do. This is my own child. Of which I find Yara being so difficult. You know that grandmoms can be protective of the grandchildren. And she was just giving her an honest opinion, but Yara just took it in a different way, really. Gwen left the house and the couple were there sitting and handling the baby. And we can see in this scene that Jovi was handling the baby, but Yara was just freaking out. She never trusted Johnny with the child. So she took the baby from Jovi's arms to the bedroom. Jovi was really trying to help, and he was telling Yara that, look, leave the child with me so that you can get some rest. And she said, no, I just want to take care of my child. And off she went to the bedroom, and Jovi was just frustrated. And he was saying to himself, how am I going to learn to help you to handle the child if you're not even giving me a chance and you don't even trust me at all with the child? Jovi was just a little bit pissed off. So He backed off and she let her to fix the child in the bedroom alone. Yara went back to Jovi and they were having a fight that Jovi was always at work and she was always at home taking care of the child and she was always tired. And Jovi said that, look, that's why I'm trying to help you so that when I'm at home, you can get as much rest as you want, but you are always freaking out. You have to understand that I have to go to work. I have to put the bread on the table. So we have to just try and help each other as much as we can because I can't leave my job. We are depending on the money from my job. Jovi was approaching to go back to his job again. So he arranged a date night with Yara. Of course, Yara was also freaking out because she didn't have a babysitter. And I understand that Jovi invited the mother to come and sit around with the child while they were out and having a date. Gwen arrived in the house to help the young couple with babysitting while they were going out for a date. As a good grandmother, Gwen brought some gifts for the child, lovely, lovely clothes. And what happened during that period is that Yara could not even share the child with the grandmother because she is a control freak. She didn't like to go out for a date because she didn't like to leave the child with the grandmother. Jovi kept on telling her, hurry up, let's go. Just leave the child with my mother. But jokingly, Yara said that, oh no, I don't want to leave my baby alone. But you know what? Sometimes it's healthy for the young couple to go out just for a mother to get a break. And they had a person that was trustworthy. That was Gwen, the mother in law of Yara. Gwen told Yara that, look, trust me, I will take care of the child. I raised two beautiful boys. Now they are grown ups. I didn't have any grandmother who raised my child, but I had to learn it on my own. So I do have a good experience and I will be helping you with the child. Just go out and have fun. Eventually, Yara had to give up and she handed the baby to the mother in law. So while they were having a good time, Jovi had to deliver the bad news to Yara that he was expected to go back to work as soon as possible. And Yara was really upset about the bad news because she was not expecting Jovi to leave and she felt that she was going to be alone and she was going to struggle with the child. Jovi then suggested that Yara could just go and stay with Gwen for a couple of days to get help from his mother. And Jovi was also worried because they were expecting bad storms during those days. So he didn't like Yara to be alone in the house with the child without any help. Few days after the date, Jovi had to leave to go back to his workplace, and Gwen, the mother of Jovi, arrived in the house to pick up Jovi and Yara as well as the child, but they had to drop Jovi first to the airport and then they had to drive back to Gwen's house as suggested by Jovi. Days after Jovi left, the weather was really, really bad. It was windy, it was raining, and Yara was just terrified. And she asked Gwen, what do you do if there is a bad weather like this? And Gwen said that, look, you just stay in the house and just, wait until it clears up. You can't do anything. 2 days after the storm, then Yara was still in the house with the mother of Jovi, Gwen. And when Gwen entered the bedroom, she finds Yara packing, and she asked her, "Where are you going?" And Yara said that, "Look, I have my own house. I'm going back to my own house." And she asked, "Why?" "Because I'm trying to give you support here." And she said, "Look, I also have my own house. I also need my independence. So I just want to go to my own house." And mother of Jovi was really disappointed because she was trying to help Yara as much as possible, especially to get some rest when she needed one. Gwen was trying to convince Yara to just stay in the house for a couple of days because she was still worried about the child, and the child was still young and she needed some rest. But Yara was just saying that, "Look, I have my own house, I am leaving." And she was just insisting that she was leaving. And at this point, really, I could see that the mother of Jovi was really pissed off. That, "Look, I'm trying to help as much as I can, and you are not appreciative. Then you can do whatever you want to do. I'll let you go." While Gwen was driving Yara back to her house, Yara told Glenn that, "I have a headache from you." And Gwen was really amazed about that statement because, of course, they were butting heads sometimes because, Yara is lazy, Yara is controlling, and I think that Gwen was also fed up. Finally, they reached the house of Yara, and Gwen was asking her, "Are you okay? Are you going to be fine with the child?" And Yara was telling her that, "Look, I'll be okay, you can just go." But you could see that she was just relieved to be back in her own place. And the mother of Jovi said, "Okay, bye bye, I'm leaving." Yara was talking to the producers, saying that she is not so much weak girl and she is a tough person. She can handle the whole situation on her own. In this new season, then we realize that the child is now grown up, and it looks as if there was a fight between the couple and Gwen. So in the new episodes, Yara is telling that, "Oh, Gwen is the only person that I can trust to babysit my child." And Jovi is saying that, "Oh, the mother has been helping them to babysit the child now and then." But we also have to understand that now they moved to a new house or a flat that is far, far away from where Gwen lives. So for Gwen to come and help Yara, it always takes her almost 3 hours to drive to and fro. And it's really tough for her also maybe to help. I think the real cause of fight was because Yara reported that she was really overwhelmed and she was not getting any help from Gwen while Jovi was away. And Jovi maybe was angry about the fact that the mother was not helping at all. And he called the mother and was fighting and yelling to with the mother. And the mother really got fed up. And I understand that the fight happened 6 months ago, and they were not talking to each other for 6 months. And then Yara and Jovi felt guilty about the whole situation, and they wanted to mend things with their mother. And they invited the mother to, I think, to a boat trip to talk about the situation and fix things up. It was very awkward while they were sitting there, and the mother wanted to start the conversation as soon as possible. And Jovi had to go down and get some drinks, and then they started the conversation. Of course, Jovi informed the mother that he was not happy about the fact that Yara was not getting help from her. And the mother was really also straightforward with them, said, look, I'm the grandmother. I can help as much as I can, but you have to know that I'm not a nanny. Yara was saying that in Ukraine, when you have a grandmother, or if her mother was there, she would be there every single day to take care of the baby. But that's not the way with Gwen, because we don't even know whether Gwen is working or not. So she can't just leave her job and stay with Yara and take care of the baby while Yara is doing her Instagram, while Yara is going to the gym, or while Yara is going out with a friend. So I think that it was unfair for Yara to ask that from Gwen. In conclusion, the reason I'm bringing up all the old episodes is because of the few reasons. One, Yara is so ungrateful for people who are helpful to her, especially the mother of Jovi, Gwen, because Gwen has been so supportive to their journey until they got married. Secondly, she is a control freak. It's either her way or highway. 3. She moved Jovi away from his support system, and now she is blaming Gwen for no support. Gwen can't be driving 3 hours every day to support Yara. She spends all the money from Jovi's job for her lavish lifestyle, and yet she doesn't want him to leave her alone. Jovi has a job, so he has to go at one point. So he can't blame Jovi for traveling, because while they met for the first time, Jovi was doing the same job. And then the last thing, Yara is all about Yara. It's money, Instagram, and TV fame. I'm sorry. She treated Gwen badly, and she made Gwen to fight with her son. That is very, very bad. Thank you for watching. If you are new in this channel, please subscribe, share, and comment so as to grow this channel. I love reality TV. I love drama. I will always share all the exciting stuff with you guys. Thank you. God bless you.